It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we'll see Evan Ingram. He's going to be a busy man in the passing game. It's the Seahawks and the Bills, and it's coming up next.
It's a stadium known for its design, its noise, and a fan base so passionate. Brock, you know this firsthand. They've retired a jersey number for them. Welcome, everybody, to Lumen Field here in Seattle, Washington. Joined by a former NFL quarterback up in the booth, Mr. Brock Heward. I'm Kate Scott, and Brock, you can brag if you'd like to, because I know you had quite the big arm in your days with the Huskies and the Seahawks in Seattle. Well, we've got a couple of quarterbacks here who also know how to push that football down the field.
Yeah, you got a couple of QBs who are going to keep these defenses honest today, because the moment they get greedy in coverage or get too aggressive in the pocket, either of these quarterbacks can drop a dime, drop a deep throw.
Ball is teed up. Chase McLaughlin to do the honors. And away we go from Lumen Field. He fields it from the 8. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. So here come the Bills for their opening drive. Leading them out in year 11. He's played 15 or more games every season in the league. A real Iron Man, Derek Carr.
And all those touchdowns he had last week, Kate, he traded every one of them in exchange for a victory. It's team over individual for him. So even though he himself is coming off the exact type of showing you want, that kind of efficiency usually wins you games, he's not happy about it. And he will be focused on rectifying those things here.
We'll look at his numbers on the ground from last week here. Eight yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. From the 28. This one is tipped away and incomplete. Good positioning to make a play on it. That forces third down. Carr here from the gun. Has him on the quick hitter. And he crosses the sideline a yard or two beyond, it looks like the 30.
You get to that money down, that third down, you look to your money players, and this tight end is capable of it. Let's give some credit to the defense right there. Did an amazing job, not only sticking to him, but bringing him down before he can move the chains.
And he's getting nothing on that return. They wrap him up almost at the exact spot that he fielded that punt. So out come the Seahawks for their first offensive possession. And leading them out, the reigning Heisman Trophy winner, the number 2 pick in the NFL draft out of LSU, Jaden Daniels.
As a QB in this league, if you're going to finish a game with no touchdowns on that side of the stat sheet, well, you better finish it with no interceptions as well. Even if last week was an uneventful contest for him throwing the football, he did what he needed to do to help them come away with the most important stat, the win.
Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Couldn't connect on first. It's second down. Running for the first time with Joe Mixon. And he's swallowed up in the middle. No gain on the run. The play brought to an end by Logan Wilson. 3rd and 10. Can this offense get it done? Shotgun snap to Daniels. That one's complete over the middle. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
And that fair catch corralled just beyond the 25-yard line. So no return on that punt. And the Bills will take over possession. They'll start on the ground with Gibbs. Breaks the tackle, still going. It looks like we can call it about 4 yards in the end. Malik Hooker with the tackle. 2nd and 6 coming up here. Working out of the gun, it's Carr. Searching. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
Sometimes I wish everybody could feel what that feels like. When you're a QB and you just feel the air in the pocket getting sucked out and you know there's no escape, it can be just one heck of a deflating feeling. Not for that defense who puts a sack on the board.
The Hawks dialing up the nickel D here, third down. From the shotgun, Carr. Short pass brought in. Decent gain here, but short of the first.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
Punt team is on now, and they get this away. And he'll have this fair catch right along the 25. The Seahawks and running back Joe Mixon headed out for their next series. And you know who the ball is going to when they reach the red zone. He's currently top 5 across the NFL in rushing scores this season. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. They'll begin with a run by Mixon. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
It's Mixon on 2nd down. And he breaks even, but that's it. Brought down at that line of scrimmage. The play brought to an end by Logan Wilson. This offense looking to convert as they come up on 3rd down. Out of the gun, Daniels. He's got him, that's Mixon. And he's going to be out of bounds just before reaching the 30.
Just get this guy touches. I don't care how, I don't care when. Just find unique ways to get this running back the ball, and over time, he's going to make you pay.
Punter takes the field on 4th down, and he sends this one flying. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. 65 yards on the punt there. And it'll be their football. Now we've got the Bills offense headed back to the field. And it's far from the first time we're seeing this unit head out, Brock. But what we haven't seen so far in this opening half, well, we haven't seen much in terms of yardage.
No, it's like they've written a few lyrics, but nowhere close to a song yet.
And that's good for a gain of 5. Tackle made by Ernest Jones. Offense to the line for 2nd down. Whiteout's getting involved in the ground game. And he finds space for about a 3-yard gain. Drew Sanders that time on the stop. Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. Carr to the air now. Complete beyond the marker. And he's downed after getting this up to the 41. Give him 8 yards on the play. And that's good for a Bills 1st down.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
Tight end in motion left. They go play action with Carr. He's got time here. Makes the grab in bounds left side. This one goes for an even 25 yards. And that's good for a Bills 1st down.
You know I love those chunk completions. They're so critical. Those chunk plays, they lead statistically so often to scoring. And then when you get it to a tight end and play action, it's just a little icing on the cake.
Dell with the grab. And he's able to take this one down to the 25.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. And 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
And he'll go down here at the 16. That's a pickup of 9. And that's good for a Bills 1st down. Before the snap, some early movement. Let's see which side gets tagged with a penalty. He thought he had the timing down and could make the play, but just a hair too early.
Still 1st down.
Encroachment on that previous play, and that makes this a much shorter 1st and 5. They'll run here following the penalty. And he's brought down for a loss.
That's got to be so frustrating for the runner. You're fighting the good fight. You even rip through a tackle to stay afloat, but the blocking can't buy you enough time or room to even get back to the line of scrimmage.
This is Gibbs on 2nd down. And they bring him down pretty quickly at the 10. Give him 2 on the run. That's going to set him up with 3rd and 4. Carr. He has the first over the middle. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1. 9-yard pickup, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
Every time I see one of those angle routes, I think back to my day 1 install. Rookie minicamp in the NFL. Texas, angle route. 49ers of the 80s, they were making hay with it then, and the running back's still doing it to this day.
Looking to throw, Carr. And he will score. Touchdown, Buffalo. The Bills go up 6-0 here in the 1st. Right on the edge of the goal line for 1st and goal. And I don't know about you, partner, but that surprised me that they just threw it in. No attempts at running it.
Yeah, I think it is so hard for these defenders. You got to be so keyed in, and physically, you know you've got to stop that run first. So a 1st down pass play can and certainly was effective.
Graham Gano to tack on the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Rams will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Gano ready to send this away. Has this at the 6. He stopped on the return at the 27. The Seahawks offense taking the field now. And they're still looking for their first signs of life on offense. Haven't even been able to get a 1st down off this defense just yet. On the option, here's Mixon. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
Has his man, it's Mixon. And he rips off good yardage, but it will not move the chains. We will not get another play in here. That's going to do it for quarter number 1. Neither side separating much so far. More from Lumen Field in just a minute. About set for the 2nd quarter. Seahawks football here. They'll be set up with 3rd and only 1. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
It's results like that that drive coordinators nuts. Premature balding, gray, wrinkles, all of it, Kate. You call something conservative. The last thing you're thinking is you're going to lose yards on a 3rd and 1 run.
Seahawks bringing out the punt team. Khalif Raymond set to return. And he's certainly been staying busy. Once again, he's out to punt and sends this flying. Begins his return at the 16. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. The Bills and Derek Carr about ready to get back to work. The kicking team got downfield quickly there. He didn't manage much on the return. And they're going to take over possession. He's only going to manage to get back to the line. Tackle made by Ernest Jones. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10. Again, it's Gibbs. And he's tackled for a short gain. Call that a modest improvement. 3 yards that time, but still a 3rd and 7 upcoming. Slot man in motion left. Carr throwing on 3rd. That's caught for the 1st. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that first down.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
So early movement from the backfield, Brock. They've jumped the gun a bit, and that brings out the flag. There was a blitz coming, and that got somebody to panic and jump early. It cost them 5 yards. Running it after the penalty. And they're going to stop him after he wiggles his way forward for 2.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Stays in the pocket, isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. Third down coming up.
Kate, I don't know if I've ever told you, but my dad was a driver's ed teacher. And I could just hear him right now say, son, take this out of reverse and put it in drive, because this one's going nowhere right now. A drastic change on this play needed, and maybe a whole lot of luck to keep this series alive. I'm a big fan of the screen pass. Really, you can run a screen as they just showed on any play. First, second, third down, sometimes even fourth. But it takes great acumen, a great football IQ defensively to have an awareness it's coming, and then more importantly, to stop it.
And that hit at the 5, but got the bounce it needed to reach the end zone for a touchback. The Seattle offense eager to get back on the field. And it's not good, Brock, when you're discussing their punter as one of your early game MVPs, but they just haven't been able to get anything going so far.
No, you'll hear some old school coaches, especially defensive-minded coaches, Kate, and they'll say, hey, man, there's nothing wrong with the drive ending with a kick, right? As a quarterback and as an offense, maybe that was the way you played the game back in the day, but not modern football. You've got to go score.
And he breaks up that throw for the moment. A good defensive play as we hear what this flag's about. So not a holding call. One of the linemen actually too far downfield that time. That's what drew the flag.
Still second down.
All right, here we go. Second down. They'll send him over right. From the gun, it's Daniels. Dump off caught by his back.
You know, you compare and contrast stats over the decades, Kate. One thing you see is the completion percentages are through the roof. In this day and age, compared to the 60s and the 70s, the big reason is just completions like that. Utilizing every one of your eligible receivers that time, running back in the flat.
No luck finding his receiver that time. And they're going to be stuck with a 4th and long. They'll punt another one away. Corey Bajorquez returning to the field. Raymond on the return. Averaging a little under 50 a kick so far, Brock, as he gets away another one. And that fair catch brought in just beyond the 30-yard line. We don't get a return out of that punt. And it's going to be their football coming up. Ball at the 33 for first down. Sanders on the shotgun handoff. And this almost ended worse, but he gets a yard out of it. Tackle made by Ernest Jones. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
As much as we talk about offenses wanting to stay ahead of the chains, they want to stay on script. Well, a defense, they want to rip that script up. And a sack like that, creating 3rd and extra longs, it's exactly how you get it done.
Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up. Looking for his wide receiver there. And that brings up 4th and long. The Bills with a punt team out there. Fair catch called for, and he brings it in. Looks like right at about the 29-yard line. That punt goes unanswered. No return there. And it'll be Seahawks football. 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's Daniels. Into the hands of Tyler Lockett. Gets it ahead, has about 5 yards. Cole Holcomb there on the stop. Everyone's prepped. It's second down now.
Second and 5 at the 35-yard line.
Out of the shotgun, a give to Mixon. And 2 yards is all he's going to get before he's caught. Brought down on the play by Uchenna Nwosu. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
Back to throw. Here's Daniels. He's got the hook up to Ingram. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity. Man, did he make an impact play.
First and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. Daniels. He's got a man left. And this one's worked down to the 33 before being stopped. 16 yards on the play. And it sets up Seattle with first down.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
They've got a man in motion. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
A new set of downs forthcoming. It's 1st and 10. An early jump and the flags come in. I think this is going to go against the defense.
Zone infraction. Defense.
So he jumped too early, and that's going to cost him 5 yards.
Still first down.
So they'll only need 5 now after that neutral zone infraction penalty. Running with Mixon out of the gun. And he'll go down. Looks like they're marking him at the 11. It's a gain of 5. That brings up second down. That's the 2-minute warning in what has been a defensive battle. The Seahawks at a disadvantage on the scoreboard. Looking for a pass on 2nd and short. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. It arrived as the ball did to break things up. So now they have 3rd and short. Motioning one of the tight ends. Play fake here, Daniels. And for the moment, that's going to be a touchdown. Whether it will stand, though, well, that depends on the call on this flag.
Eligible receiver downfield.
A game they were pretty happy with goes away via the penalty. And now we're going to wait to see how they respond. 3rd and short, Daniels. Sideline, he's got it, and he gets the feet down too. It's a real solid pickup, 12 yards, and it rewards him with a 1st and goal.
It was such a privilege for me to watch Marvin Harrison and Reggie Wayne in person in Indianapolis do their work. Darrell Jackson out in Seattle. They showed how great a deep out is as a chain-moving play. It's all about getting that leverage at the top of the route and then exploiting the leverage as that ball arrives on time downfield.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Seattle! The Seahawks earn the chance to tie it before halftime. Tyler Lockett the touchdown. Great opportunity to find a touchdown there, Brock, and they come through with 6.
Receivers want the ball everywhere on the football field. But you start smelling the end zone, they really want their chance. And they will tell you as a quarterback, just give me an opportunity and I'll make a play. He sure did.
McLaughlin tacks on the extra point. And the Seahawks tie this game 7-7. McLaughlin has it on the tee, and he's ready to send this flying. Khalif Raymond to return it. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Well, we've already seen some nice plays here, and we're going to see plenty more before this game ends. But you might be thinking, with plays like that, my guys' ratings should be better. Well, you're not alone. You got a chance to let the Madden ratings hotline know just what you're thinking. Give them a call, 1-844-MADDEN-1, and make your case for who should get a boost. And he let his man just a little too much there. That's an incomplete pass. So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call. Back to the air, Carr. Finds him over the middle. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. The Bills are going to go ahead and call their first time out. They bring Wilson in motion right. Throwing on first down, it's Carr. Connection made to Dell. And he goes out close to that 45-yard line. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. Throwing again, it's Carr. He's gonna try to drop it in deep right. And disaster averted. He knocks away the deep ball, incomplete. Trying to force one through there. And it'll be 3rd and 5 coming up. Working out of the gun, it's Carr. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. The Seahawks calling for a timeout. They're 1st and 3. As they'll get together and discuss with 4th down coming up. Michael Dixon on the punt. And he's going to do the honors for the 4th time today. And he can't evade the coverage team for much. They stop him before he gets really anything on that return. The Seahawks and Tyler Lockett readying for a new series on offense. They're getting close to a minute to play, Brock, and they're going to need that time with a long field ahead. Man in motion here. Daniels on first down. And that pass complete to Osborne. And he'll be met near the line to limit the gain to a yard. Brought to the ground by Kaiser White. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Shotgun snap to Daniels. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete. No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. A tight end in motion now. Daniels throwing on 3rd. He finds Johnson. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down. Timeout taken by the defense. Their 2nd. Corey Bajorquez on the punt. He sends this away, and oh, this is going to be a field flipper. And little to nothing on that return as the coverage team gets to him. They've got 1st and 10, Brock, but time for maybe 2 plays at most if they even want to try anything. Yep, as expected, they go to the ground to start this one off. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. They have themselves another 1st and 10. Looking to throw. He lobs it up, looking deep to the right side. That's incomplete for the moment. We do have a flag down, but it might not be good news for their offense. That's usually where we see holding calls. That one on the offense, but declined, so we will indeed head to halftime. And on to Orlando for our halftime report from Jonathan Coachman.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. More from you and Brock in a moment. But first, time for a look around the NFL to see what's going on here and what's already been an eventful afternoon of football. We'll start our tour out in the city of Angel, Los Angeles, where it was definitely a game with some intrigue, as you can see by the scoreline. J.J. McCarthy. Close to 300 yards passing there. From there, we head east to the land to check on the Brownies at home at Cleveland Browns Stadium. And they couldn't get the job done as they fall to the visiting Baltimore Ravens. Matthew Stafford leading the way in the victory with 3 touchdown passes. Finally, let's get down to Miami to see what's going on with the Dolphins. And they were losers in that one to the visiting Arizona Cardinals. C.J. Stroud, excellent in the victory, as it's one that pushes his guys 2 games above 500. We thought this one would be a close battle coming in, and we have not been disappointed. They're all even to this point. This has the feeling of a game that could go right down to the wire. One mistake or one big play could turn out to be the difference.
Who knows when the deciding moment will come? We're underway in the second half of a deadlocked game. Return coming from the 6. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. So as we get set to begin the third quarter, it's the Seattle offense who's going to be out there first. And they could take control in the second half early, Brock, if they break the tie on this opening drive. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Daniels. His quick throw knocked away, incomplete.
With all due respect to some of the great linebackers back in the day, to play the position today, man, you've got to be versatile. You can't just be a come up and stuff the run. You got to play coverage. And these defenses more and more rely on you to break up throws just like that.
Pass caught by Mixon. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Ooh, the hard count worked. Somebody jumped. I think this is going to give them the first.
Encroachment, defense.
Well, it's not a long walk to the new spot, but it is a disappointing one to make. Instead of 3rd down, they're now defending 1st and 10. A fresh set of downs after that penalty. Here's 1st and 10. Putting a receiver in motion. Out of the option, he's going to keep it going right. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
It's easy for me to say up here in the friendly confines of the booth, Kate, but that was not the right read. And you hate seeing him absorb yet another hit at the end of the play. You never want him taking unnecessary shots throughout this game.
Continuing to move past the... We've got a fumble pretty close to midfield. And this is going to be a turnover. The defense forces the big play.
You're using this play to try for a 1st down, but also set up whatever in your back pocket for 3rd down. But you know what? Throw it all away. None of it matters now if you can't hang on to the doggone football. And the defense pounces on that one in a hurry.
The Bills' offense all set for their next drive. While a new offense preps to head out, we've got a stoppage. They want to make sure this is a turnover. Yeah, pretty bang-bang play out there. It's tough to see exactly what happened on our first look in real time.
But you know what I like here, and I do appreciate, and these officials are so good at let the play just play itself out before calling it dead. Now all the replays and the camera angles will give us such a better idea of really what happened.
Take that fumble away. The officials overturn the call and say he was down. 1st and 10 now. Here's Daniels. Cut by Lockett. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. Options are open here. It's 2nd and inches.
At the 42-yard line.
Staying between the tackles with Mixon. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
Kate, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. 2nd and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. But with a negative play, well, now comes a critical 3rd down.
3rd down from the gun. Osborne hauls it in. And he's marked down, looks like at the 32-yard line. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
Good offenses. Kate, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted him on a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably but then go to work after.
Broke the plane before the snap, and that's going to give the offense some free yardage.
Still first down.
Now talk about a golden opportunity at an immediate first down following that encroachment flag. From the gun, it's Daniels. Escapes out, and this time they're going to get there, and they drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
I think his decision-making wrote a check that his legs couldn't catch this time. This QB can run, and he's ranging, looking for space, looking for an outlet. But there was none to be had. No escape route available this time.
Back to the line they go. It's second down. Running left is Mixon. Runs into traffic and hits a wall. No gain. Give that tackle to Johnny Newton. A run for no gain doesn't help matters. It's third and long coming up. To throw, Daniels. And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means fourth down coming up.
You know, it's a point of emphasis in practice each and every week, no matter where we go. How are we going to attack the coverage on third down? Well, they chose the wrong play off that call sheet that time.
And that one is not where he needed it to be. It is off and no good. And the score remains knotted, 7-all.
He was hitting from that distance pregame. Heck, we were on the field watching it, and they were confident he could do so again. Just did not work out this time around.
Possession switching back to Buffalo as their offense heads out. All right, excellent field position for the Bills as they set up 1st and 10. Carr here from the gun. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
I think that was a throw, Kate, that just came a little bit too late. What it did is it gave that defense time to come up and deliver a pop and knock the ball loose before he could secure it fully.
Into the hands of Gibbs. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. 3rd and just 2 to go. From the shotgun, Carr. Complete beyond the marker. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your third downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
Carr now on 1st and 10. Into the hands of Michael Wilson. And he'll be brought down at about the 29. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first. Up the gut they go with Gibbs. And he can only manage 1 yard. The defenders were at the ready to bring him down.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Here we go, 2nd and 9. Has him on the quick hitter.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
One of the most common penalties in the sport, and the reaction, it's the same every time, Brock. Frustration from the coach as they get backed up 5 yards. Carr throwing on 3rd. And even on 3rd down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be 4th down.
So often, so many of these games in the NFL, where they come down to a play or two, and 3rd down's critical. Whether it's in a close game or already out of hand, their coach wants to see them convert those. You'd expect him to make most of those attempts from this distance, but it's never a lock. So they'll happily take this and finish off the drive with points.
Gano ready to send this away. That's going to be taken in at the 8. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. The Seahawk offense ready to get going once again. And their defense sure has kept this game close. Now it's time for them to come through, get some points for their team in this low-scoring affair. Motion man left is Lockett. On first down, here's Daniels. Falls to the ground out left, incomplete.
Well, you certainly want those throws to be automatic. Every team, if you're going to be efficient, you got to hit those passes in the short to intermediate zone to effectively move the ball in this league.
A give to Mixon up the middle. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
You know, that's so hard for me, Kate. That's the type of effort that deserves better when it comes to the results. It's going to show up as a negative run on the stat sheet, but that was not the runner's fault. He did all he could to fight to get back to the line, but this defense just kept swarming.
He's running for it. He gets a little something out of it before sliding to a stop.
That is quarterback play 101. Maybe not the first chapter of it, but man, is that important. Getting downfield, get what you can with your legs, then most importantly, protect yourself. Get down and don't take any extra contact.
Punt team on the field. And that fair catch corralled just beyond the 25-yard line. So no return on that punt. And the Bills will take over possession. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Look at this. The wideout gets it to start this drive. And he's brought down for a loss.
Hey, don't get me wrong, Kate. Every defensive guy, they watch tape in their own ways. The linebackers, well, they're a little bit like quarterbacks. They got to develop that sixth sense by watching that tape so they can diagnose and get home in a hurry like he just did.
Ooh, would have been a big gainer if they connected, but they could not. Instead, 3rd down coming up. They kick the running back in motion. Here he is on 3rd and long. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Their punter making his way out now. And this is the 5th time he's been called upon today. And some textbook work covering that punt. It is stopped after almost nothing on the return. It's a 61-yard punt that time. And they'll get ready to go on offense. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. First play of the drive, and he takes an option left. And defenders are there to get him at the line. That was Stephon Gilmore stopping that play. 2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here.
2nd and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Now Daniels off the play action. He's got him, that's Mixon. And they're on him after about a 2-yard gain. Brought down on the play by Uchenna Nwosu. It's 3rd and 8. Need to get a chunk here. Here's Daniels. Escapes the pocket. He'll make a bid for it on the ground. So we hit the end of the 3rd quarter. It's the Seahawks with possession, needing to erase that deficit in a hurry. First and 10 from the 41. Now the give to Mixon. And hopefully a bit of a wake-up for their ground game. It's a solid pickup there on the play. First down play, nets him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
At the 46-yard line. 46 yard 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 line.
Play fake here. Daniels has his man. It's Mixon. And a bit of deja vu as they stop him at the line once again. So now here's 3rd and 5. They send a man in motion. 3rd and short, Daniels. He's on the move. Oh, he's going to run for it. It's a pickup of 9 yards. And the Seahawks will have a first down.
You know, that's one of those little mental Rolodex plays. Right before the snap, you know if the read isn't there, that option isn't there, you can use your legs to make the adjustment and go get the first down.
1st and 10, a run to Mixon. In the middle holds, they don't get anything on the run. No progress on 1st down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10. Mixon on the counter. And this one doesn't work any better. Defense there to drop him at the line again.
As that linebacker makes that tackle right in the middle of the field, all I'm thinking about right now, Kate's training camp. Because that's the middle drill right there. That is textbook. What you do in training camp, coming to life when it matters.
To the air, 3rd and long. Gets this to Johnson. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
Feet and eyes, Kate. Feet and eyes. They so often tell the story of every position on the field. When that quarterback's feet and eyes move to his secondary read, and so often it's a tight end, well, it's incumbent on that defense to fly to the ball. You want to make that tackle, force the 4th down? It took a great defensive effort to do it. Kate, he's going to need a lot of support from his teammates after that one because he knows it. Everybody knows it. The game may have rested on that try, and that'll be one that's tough not to dwell on.
Buffalo sending its offense to the field. And it has been all about these defenses so far, Brock. Even into the 2nd half, we're still waiting for one of these offenses to take charge.
Yeah, what you're feeling, these defenses are making every yard tough, every 1st down tough, every series tough. And offensively, yeah, it's time to toughen up and maybe more importantly, sharpen up.
Just a couple of yards here as he heads for the sideline.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on 1st down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
They'll go right side with Gibbs. And the defense gets there to force a small loss. A less than ideal 3rd and 8 here. Working out of the gun, it's Carr. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down.
Kate, the game wasn't on the line with that series, but don't tell the defense because they brought the urgency and juice like it was. Getting the sack, setting up 4th down, well, it picks everybody up on that sideline. And now their offense gets a chance in a 1-score game.
So out now comes the punter. And after that drive went backwards, he's going to send this one forward. And the coverage team is there as he fields it, so almost nothing on that return before he stopped. That punt finishes as a 60-yard effort. And they're going to take over possession. They're out and set, 1st and 10. They'll motion him out of the backfield. Daniels on 1st down. Complete. It's Ingram. And he's up across the 20 before going out of bounds.
That is a textbook 1st down completion. Sets up 2nd and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
It's Mixon on 2nd down. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a 1st down.
Ooh, I like that. I really like that execution to move the chains. Now that 3rd down call that they had ready, well, they could stick it right back in their pocket for a later occasion.
Shotgun snap to Daniels. He finds Johnson. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, first down. A give left side. Here's Mixon. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line. Give him 13 on that play. And it sets up Seattle with first down. Out of the gun, Daniels. And the first down pass sent away by a defender, incomplete.
Any DB prefers a highlight reel interception and just forcing an incomplete pass. But as soon as he realized a pick wasn't possible on the play, well, he gets his hands on it and made sure it wasn't completed.
On 2nd and 10 now, Daniels. He's got the hook up to Ingram. And he's brought down at about that 27-yard line. That play good for 17 and a first down.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
And they've got themselves another 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. Gets to space right side. Is in. Touchdown, Seattle. The Seahawks take a 4th quarter lead. So great work by the running back there, Brock. Found just a little bit of space, and he took advantage all the way for 6.
Big time. I mean, so big time. You know, and you hear running back coaches, Kate, say this. They'll say slow to explode through. And he explodes all the way for the touchdown.
McLaughlin's extra point is up and good. And the Seahawks take a 4-point lead. McLaughlin has it on the tee, and he's ready to send this flying. Here's Raymond on the return. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. The Bills set to take over offensively. They find themselves down here in the 4th after that touchdown. This game could end up depending on how they respond right here. Throwing on first down, it's Carr. It's his running back. And he'll be brought down a step or two shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. It goes as a gain of 19 yards. And that's good for a Bills first down. Carr setting to throw. Complete to Dell. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. An excellent gain, 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
They've got 3 timeouts and the 2-minute warning left for them. We've got 1st and 10. Running back sent in motion. So we're down to the 2-minute warning here from Seattle. Bills losing by 4. Ball at the 33 for first down. Carr here from the gun. Caught by the tight end, running that corner. And they have this well into the red zone now at the 15. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a first down. Enough to Gibbs from the gun. And he's brought down a little short. No, actually they do give him the 10-yard line. Halfway there on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. So early movement from the backfield, Brock. They jumped the gun a bit, and that brings out the flag. So tough to stay set when you've got defenders doing everything they can to make you jump, and, well, they got one of them to move that time. And this play reaches the 12-yard line before the stop is made.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
Let's see what they draw up on this 3rd and 7. Now to throw. And that's a touchdown. The catch is made, and they lead just before the end of this game. So what a finish this is shaping up to be. The late touchdown here, Brock, moves them in front.
And week to week, what a pleasure it is for us to call these games. We never know what kind of game we're going to get. This one's been everything you could have wanted. And now, even though they've taken the lead, there's still enough time on that other sideline for them to go mount a response.
Extra point upcoming. This to put it to a field goal game. And he shakes out the pressure to nail the point after, and now an opposing field goal would only tie this game. Gano ready to send this away. Fielded at the 7. The return manages to get just beyond the 30. Now Seattle all set to go here on offense. Their last drive contained a heavy dose of the ground game, a little old school dominance on the way to a touchdown, Brock. Let's see if they stick with it or if they go aerial this time around. Here he is to throw. Try and push it deep downfield. And the defender redirects that deep shot. Nicely done. Incomplete. That one firmly denied by the man in coverage. So 2nd down coming up. Throwing now. Dumped off to his running back. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped. The Seahawks calling for a timeout. They're 1st and 3. To throw. A bit of desperation on this deep shot. And that's incomplete with 7 seconds left. Time for 1, maybe 2 more snaps.
Read and react, read and react, read and react. Got to read where the quarterback's eyes are going. And you got to react as it begins to throw to get to a spot and knock it away.
Desperation time here on 4th. And they get to him and haul him down. What a play, forcing the sack, and that should just about put a bow on this one.
Coaches challenged him to get the defense off the field with a stop. Rose to the challenge and delivered on that one, really overwhelming the line of scrimmage.
Into the victory formation they go, Brock, here on 1st down. Down to a knee, and we're going to see if that defense chooses to expend one of its final 2 timeouts. So the Bills fight their way to a win on the road. And the sting of losing such a close one the week before, apparently still at the forefront of their minds. They got out there and rebounded nicely with a win this week. And with Brock Heward and our EA Sports crew, I'm Kate Scott saying so long from this one. It's a win for the Bills as we say so long from Seattle.